Grand Ron has many creation stories that tell of a time when animals lived before humans arrived and how they prepared the earth for us. We consider them our brothers and sisters, and they still help us today. We realize we need plants and animals in order to survive, and so we show respect to all living things. We also realize that there are times when we need to take an animal for food. And when we take that animal, however, we pray over them and leave an offering for their sacrifice. Here are a few of the animals we have around Grand Ronde and their cultural significance. Coyote is the main character in the majority of our creation stories. He made many decisions about the way things should be for humans once we came to the earth. He is known as a trickster and a changer. He used his abilities to prepare things the way he wanted for us. Eagle is really revered by Native Americans. Eagle flies high in the sky, and so he is thought to be closest to the Creator. Native Americans are the only people who are allowed to own eagle feathers. Native Americans use these feathers in ceremonies, and they also use them as part of their regalia for ceremonies and powwows. When an eagle feather drops on the powwow arena, the whole powwow stops until that feather is taken care of. Salmon is a very important food source for Native Americans. Salmon were abundant in the Columbia River. There is a salmon run in the spring and another in the fall. Those are two important times of the year for fishing. A special ceremony is held for the first salmon caught each year. The salmon is cooked right away, and everyone who attends the ceremony gets a piece of the fish. The bones and skin is returned to the river so that the salmon will continue to come back to our creek. Deer could be harvested any time of the year, whenever our meat supply became low. The best time to hunt them is in the fall because they have been eating well all spring and summer, so they are nice and healthy. Every part of the deer was used. The hide could make blankets or coats, and many parts of the animal can be used for adornment. Elk are a lot like the deer in that the hunting seasons and uses of the animals are similar. Elk are just a lot bigger and could feed more people, but they tend to stay in the high country and are a lot harder to find. Wolves are respected because they are such good hunters. Wolves stay in packs and they help each other out, much like the native people. Cougar are the largest cat species, and they are the biggest predators in our area. They aren't spotted often, and they usually stay away from people. They don't really have any predators, so they aren't afraid of anything and are avoided at all costs. Bobcat are pretty small cats, and they also are not spotted very often. They prey on small animals and don't come around people much. Frogs croaking is a sign to us to when winter is on the way out the door and spring is approaching. We do not tell creations outside of winter, so when we hear frogs croaking, we stop telling our creation stories. Turkey buzzard also flies high in the sky. He is a main character in a story about when a big sickness came to our area. Turkey buzzard carries Coyote up and away from the sickness so he won't get sick. Turkey buzzard carries Coyote until he starts biting his neck. Lamprey are an important food source for us because of the oils they contain. One of our stories tell about a time when lamprey and salmon were gambling. Lamprey lost and had gambled his bones away, and that's why lamprey don't have any bones. Blue heron are a bird that you don't see very often. We have a fun dance about the blue heron. Part of the dance is acting like you are a blue heron and your feet get stuck in the mud and you are trying to pull your feet out.